question. How many times the guy on the right win the fun war? Yep, one time. Extremely easy. Next, count how many times the guy on the right win the rock, paper, scissors. That's right, 2 times. Still pretty easy, huh? Now, try to look at how many times the guy in the middle win both the fun war and the rock, paper, scissors game. The answer is 0 and 0. Did you get it wrong? Probably yes. But why? It is simply because your brain cannot focus on more than one thing simultaneously. That is what happens when people multitask. Research suggests that only 2% of people are actually capable of doing multiple things at the same time. What about the remaining 98%?
I don't think I'm a good multitasker because when I do something I really focus on that certain thing and I can't separate my mind on doing other tasks. So when I'm doing something I just focus on one thing.
I'm able to multitask well and I prefer to multitask because when I do, I can get to do more things at the same time.
If you want to do some stuff properly, I think you have to devote all your time by not multitasking but focus on one of the job you're doing.
I can't do efficiency, because I can't concentrate many things at once. When I do a serious and important homework or project, I can't concentrate when I listen some music.
It seems that most of our interviewees do not agree with multitasking being efficient. So, what does the research have to say about this? Let's find out.
Dividing our attention across different tasks may not be the most effective way to get everything done. Instead of saving time, multitasking causes 40% loss in productivity, according to the Harvard Business Review. When we are multitasking, we constantly switch back and forth between tasks rapidly. It takes time for our brain to get back on track whenever the transition occurs. In addition, doing several things simultaneously decreases our ability in organizing thoughts and filtering out irrelevant information. It is believed that multitasking leads to reduced efficiency on performance, making people work slower and less accurate.
But does this proposed theory live up to reality?
To find out, we need 10 volunteers to perform an experiment. To assist us, we have arranged for a stopwatch, 2 sets of equally challenging math questions, a music player with an earphone, and a quiet room with chairs and tables. Before the task began, we briefly explained to the volunteers that they were asked to do 2 sets of math tasks without calculators. First, we divided the 10 volunteers evenly into 2 groups, A and B. Next, we asked Group A to do question set A without listening to music, while Group B do the exact same task while listening to the song Let It Be. Besides enjoying the music, Group B also needed to count how many times the phrase Let It Be was repeated in the song. The starting and the finishing time of each volunteer was recorded. Once everyone is done, we asked all the participants to do question set B. However, this time, we reversed the task of Group A and Group B. Again, the starting and the finishing time of each volunteer was recorded. Finally, we marked all the tasks done by the participants.
By analyzing the data, the mean time needed to do the math test with music on is longer than without music by 60.3 seconds. As we can see, the blue line is always under the red line. It clearly shows that the time needed for people to finish the math question quietly is shorter than that of with music and counting phrase. The mean score for volunteers with music on is 13, while the score for volunteers without music is 13.5 out of 15. From the graph, we can see the area under both scorelines are very similar. There is no significant difference between the score when subject multitask or not. Based on our findings, it is proof that multitasking does not affect our accuracy in doing a task, such as math tests in this case. However, it slows down our speed and thus increasing the time needed to finish a job. How can we explain this phenomenon? The prefrontal cortex of our brain works when we need to pay attention to a given task. This area, which spans both the left and right sides of the brain, help us to get our jobs done by coordinating different neurological areas. When assigned with only one task, the left and right part of the brain join forces. But once additional task is given, the two sides of the prefrontal cortex splits up and work independently of each other to do different tasks. This is why people perform slower when they are multitasking.
In summary, multitasking reduces efficiency as it is proven to be lowering down people's speed in doing a task. However, it is possible to multitask well as gender, age, brain structure, and lifestyle affect one's ability.